to be able to just make a choice on your own and just be able to speak for yourself.
This one's wife. Nacho Backlash. You're expendable. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. Just recently, this one's wife sought to upstage the Trooping the Colour and the reappearance of the Princess of Wales by highlighting two new products for American Riviera Orchard retirement homes. Raspberry jam, which was probably just a label on an existing jar of strawberry jam that had been sent back to her, and some shitty-looking dog biscuits. She didn't do this, of course, directly. She utilised a member of her coterie, Nacho Figueras. Now, Nacho is a pal of Harry. There are those that speculate that the friendship is more than friendship, but that's not the purpose of this video. There are those also that question the dynamic between Nacho, his wife, this one's wife, and Harry. And again, that's not the subject of this video. Those dynamics will be examined on another occasion. But as a member of the coterie, this means that Nacho Figueras is well disposed towards this one's wife and wants to look to support her. Accordingly, she provided him with the product with a clear instruction to ensure that this was highlighted on his social media, and he went along with that. Whether he went along with that because he wanted to do Harry and this one's wife a favour because he's a pal, or whether he wanted to do it because he's wanted to curry favour with this one's wife specifically, or whether he did it because there is something more going on, well, that's a matter of speculation. What is important is the fact that it demonstrates his status as a member of the coterie of this one's wife, that he willingly did this, that he didn't think to himself, hang on a minute, am I being used as a stooge here in some personal spat between her and the royal family, and I ought not to do it? Or that he thought, hang on a second, could there be some repercussions for me in getting involved in this? He willingly did this because he, in his own mind, deemed that it was appropriate for it to be done. And of course, this is what the purpose of the narcissist coterie is. It's invariably filled with individuals that are well disposed towards the narcissist, believe what the narcissist tells them, for instance, that they're the one being picked on, that they are the victim. They believe that person is ostensibly decent, and they want to help. They do so, not as a consequence of any slavish devotion to the narcissist, but simply because they're a friend or a family member, and they believe that it's the right thing to do. They're not as involved as the lieutenant. Thus, Nacho is in the position, for instance, of Meghan Harriman, or Doria, or Omid Scobie, although he appears to have been jettisoned as of late. But the Daily Mail reports, via Jessica Green, a friend of Prince Harry's has faced fierce backlash from royal fans after showing off PR gifts sent by this one's wife's brand, American Riviera Orchard Retirement Homes, on the same day as the Princess of Wales's return to public life. Professional polo player Nacho Figueras, 47, shared images of jam and dog biscuits thought to be from the Duchess's company via his Instagram stories on Saturday, just hours before the royal family attended Trooping the Colour in London. The timing of his photos has caused outrage amongst royal fans, with the Argentinian's most recent social media post being inundated with comments declaring him shameful and tasteless. It's thought Nacho, who appeared to be in New York at the time, posted the pictures showcasing the gifts at around 11 p.m. in the city and about 4 a.m. in the United Kingdom, meaning British viewers saw the post just hours before the King's birthday parade. Kate, 42, who has been receiving chemotherapy for an undisclosed form of cancer since February, made a spectacular return to the spotlight during the annual event, making her first public appearance this year. So for many, Nacho's post was poor timing, with one person writing in the comments, "Shameful what you did, your reputation is over." Another said, "What a tasteless gesture to publish content with Harry and this one's wife products on the day Kate returns to public life." A third added, "Disgusting prank to try and upstage Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales. You owe your fans an apology. What a small person you are." A fourth wrote on X, "We won't forget what you did, Nacho. Attempting to upstage Catherine while she's battling cancer is the lowest of the low and demonstrates a lack of class and integrity." However, despite the many furious remarks, some rushed to support Nacho, with one person writing, "Sorry for all the hate comments you're getting. You're a great friend to Harry and this one's wife." Another added, "Speechless by reading all these sick comments about a glass of jam. No one here is small and yuck except those people which are full of hatred. Really shocking." Accordingly, Nacho is involved as a member of the coterie in launching this. And then the Mail goes on to describe the nature of the jam and the dog biscuits, etc., and explains his post coincided with Trooping the Colour event in London, which marked the second year that the Duke and Duchess of Yorkshire were reportedly not invited to the annual celebration, which marks the birthday of the reigning monarch. We then get some spiel about previous events. Nacho does this because he believes that it's appropriate to do so. Otherwise, quite clearly, he wouldn't have done it. And then he gets a backlash. Comments on his Instagram, condemnation across social media, although of course most people recognise that it's this one's wife that is obviously behind all of this, and he's simply the conduit. But he's copped a load of flack as a consequence of engaging in this behaviour. And consequently, where is this one's wife? Is she riding to the rescue to defend him? Of course she isn't. Showing once again the typical nature of the narcissist, that Nacho's expendable. Here, Nacho, send these out. And then, when he comes under attack as a consequence of being involved in the tasteless act, there's silence from her. There's no defence that comes from it. Indeed, she sought to distance herself from it, as per the article that appeared in the Daily Beast, as I reported on yesterday, whereby she suggested, it wasn't an attempt to upstage, source close to her claiming. It patently was. We can all see that. But Nacho gets thrown under the bus. He's the one that cops a load of flack for being involved in the jam scheme. He might not care. It might not bother him. He might find it amusing. But the point is, there's no support, no defence from this one's wife. She doesn't need to do that. She's not interested in doing so. It demonstrates the way that she sees Nacho as an expendable appliance in her fuel matrix. You'll recall that he's meant to be Harry's friend, yet here he is doing the dirty work on the part of the Duchess of Dog Biscuits. Once again, this one's wife exhibiting her inability to recognise boundaries by taking what is Harry's friend and using him for her purposes. That she exhibits once again that sense of entitlement, that Harry can't have anything to himself. She always has to blunder in and take it for herself, whether it's a bouquet of flowers in Nigeria or whether it's his dignity. Harry isn't allowed anything. She's access all areas. This is the way of the narcissist. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.